If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have the 86 rated Future Stars Daniel James. I've just realised I am really white in this video. I've got a lot of lights on me. I apologise if I look like a ghost. So, 86 rated Daniel James. Of course, you get the 75, then the 80, then the 82, which, by the way, I thought was really good, the 82. And then, of course, you get the 86 with even more boosted stats. As you can see, 7 games played, 10 goals, 2 assists. The guy is a bit of a machine. I'm not going to lie to you straight away before we get into any stats, any gameplay whatsoever. I can tell you that I really do like the card. Now, face value of things, you might be thinking to yourself, why is he not higher rated? I thought that initially, and then I thought, hang on a minute, there is a potential for a winter refresh. So, what I mean by that, of course, as we pop on over to the stats, is there will be over the coming days, because he's already had, I think he was he 3-star, 4-star? He's now 4-star, 4-star, and that's not because of the Future Stars card, that's because of the base card as well. I think, not every card yet, but a lot of cards are getting weak foot skill move upgrades. So, I would imagine over the next week or two, we will get a winter refresh as well, where obviously his base card is a silver. I would have thought he'd now be a gold. And then that, in turn, will bump up the 75 that you own, the 80, potentially the 82, and of course, this 86. Now, I don't think it'll go up by too much. I think he might only go up 1 to 87. But I think that was the thought process behind what EA have done here. So they've only given him an 86 because he's probably due a winter refresh, and he'll go up to an 87, potentially an 88. We'll have to wait and see. But in terms of the in-games, 98 acceleration and sprint speed, insane. Considering this was a 72 rated silver card at the very beginning of the year, that's a very nice card across the board, really. Great shot power, decent finishing, good attack positioning, long shot support, passing is very, very good, the vision is decent, the crossing is very good, insane agility and balance. Reactions could possibly be higher. Of course, we've improved those with the chem style. Same with the composure right there down at the bottom. 83 now instead of 78, which is much better. Hopefully, he does get a winter refresh. Hopefully, this does get upgraded to at least an 87, if not an 88, and that composure goes into the 80s, meaning, of course, that our sniper bumps him up even more, which would be really handy. Ball control at 82, dribbling at 87, stamina at 95, and I can't tell you how good that is to have stamina that high on the card like this, because normally what would happen in the past, in particular, EA would take these cards and they would make them super good, but make them basically unusable in terms of stamina. Now, his base card, 72, and I have it open right next to me, is 77 stamina. So the fact that they've bumped him to a 95, now I know that he gets 3 cards, so it's kind of like they've bumped him 4 cards. They've bumped him 4 different times. It kind of makes sense, really, but they have the jump from the 72 to the 75 in terms of stamina is crazy big. It's like 14 points or something stupid. So yeah, big props to EA for doing that. In terms of the fundamentals, 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, 5, 7, he is going to feel, and I know this already, he's going to feel super agile. Up top, we have Mbappe, Neymar, and Daniel James. Now, at the moment, he's going to be playing as the cam. However, I am going to switch him with either Neymar or Mbappe so that he goes up front throughout the game. It'll be now and again, I'm just going to do the little switch, and I'm going to see what position I prefer him in, because I'm not entirely sure a cam is what I would prefer to use him as, especially with a sniper chem style. If I was going to use him strictly as a cam, I'd give him a different chem style to boost that passing a little bit more, at least the vision a little bit more. But yeah, we'll see how we get on as a cam. I've only been using him as a striker, so I just want to experiment a little bit. But let's get into the gameplay. The team we're up against has Moise Kean up front. He's got the 85 Odegaard. Insigne is very dangerous. That's a good-looking team. Mata brings it forward, pops it into Mbappe. Here's Neymar. Daniel James made that forward run. He was a little bit ahead of the game, though. Here's Mata again. Again, still no touch for Daniel James in the first 3 minutes. Here he is. Into the penalty area. Near post goal. Daniel James, I tell you what. You can't stop him scoring. I'm such a fan of him. Not like I'm Welsh, right? So obviously I've got a little bit of an affiliation to him. I'm not a Man United fan, that's for damn sure. But still, that was a great bit of football around the outside, almost improbable angle, and a decent goal. And I think that's his 11th for the club in 8 games. So big fan of that. He's got space to play that into. More space now for Moise Kean down that left. Great bit of football from Moise Kean. Drags it inside, and it's off the post, off the line. Cleared only as far as Neymar, who pokes it down to Wan-Bissaka. Well, they probably should have conceded there. Ball up through the middle. Here's Neymar. This is Daniel James. Little back heel to Mbappe. Mbappe over the top to Daniel James. Goalkeeper off his line. But I tell you what, the pace on Daniel James is a little bit frightening, because the front three in particular are unbelievably quick. Daniel James being the fastest of the three. And it doesn't matter whether you think it's a lost cause, play it over the top, you've got every chance of catching it. You really do. Ball inside. Here's Aouar. Back. Mendy. Neymar. Ball inside. Here's Mata. Daniel James. Good effort. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Tried to hit it in the green. Aouar. Relentless pressure here. Here's Mbappe. This is Daniel James with a drag back. In on goal. Across the keeper. Ball's going to come to Mbappe. Tell you what I should have done there. That was the weak foot of Daniel James. Accurate, exactly what I wanted to do. Just didn't beat the keeper. No complaints with it. Sometimes, you take a shot and you then find an excuse as to why that didn't go in. Oh, Daniel James's power's not enough. His accuracy's not good enough. Sometimes the keeper just makes a save, and it is what it is. And I should have played it across goal, and I didn't. Ball comes up here to Mbappe, inside to Daniel James. Little drag back through to Mbappe. Great football, and Mbappe couldn't quite get his feet sorted. Good defending, really. Put enough pressure on to put Mbappe off it. Well, we're going to lay this off here. Daniel James with a burst of pace. Can he beat the defender? Of course he can. Can he drag it back inside? Can he do a little flick-flack here? No, that was a La Croqueta. Near post again. He sort of hit it, but he didn't have the conviction. His ankle sort of gave way as he hit it. But good football to work his way inside. And I think I probably should have scored there. Play it short here to Daniel James. I didn't do that, let's be honest. Here is Daniel James. Can we get a cross into the box? It's a very good ball in, actually. With the weak foot, it curled a hell of a lot. It's going to come back here to what a turn and what a goal. And this kid has unbelievably quick feet. That was a great turn. He used, he's only got like 4 strength, right? 68 strength. He used whatever body strength he had to shield and to sort of spin round. We'll see it again on the replay. And then just slots it in near post. Okay, we're not going to get to see the turn. We get to see the finish, though. Good goal. And we are 2-0 up now. Both goals coming from Daniel James. Ball straight up through the middle. Aouar. Ronaldo. Look at the space for Wan-Bissaka. Back to Ronaldo. Up to Daniel James. Little heel to heel. He's away from his man. Goes across goal. And he's missed a sitter. Well, doesn't do that very often, I can assure you. But on this occasion, he probably should have done a little bit better. That puts us on 8 games played with this 86 card, 12 goals, 2 assists, and in that game, I played mostly as a right striker, and it's how I want to be using him in my team, in my main team on the road to glory. And I was sort of testing him in that position more than I was anything else. I did play him as a cam, and I think he's definitely going to be usable as a cam, but you would need to give him a chem style to suit that position more than you would the sniper, because you don't really need the finishing to be 99. You don't need the volleys or the penalties to be as high as they are. So a recommendation, I guess, would be to use something like a maybe even a Deadeye. So you could still have that 99 finish in a position if you want to, but now you have 94 vision and you have 99 short passing. That takes him up to a 90 rated cam, or if you want to play him a little bit further forward, a 91 centre forward. Something like an artist chem style takes him to a 92. That improves ball control, dribbling and balance, but also gives you 99 vision, 95 short passing. So there are definitely options. And the thing I love about this card is that his dribbling ability and his pace and obviously the agility, they just complement each other so well. It might only be an 86 rated card, and yeah, he might not get a winter refresh, or the refresh might not affect this 86 rated card. That's irrelevant, because this card, as it is good enough for not anyone's team, because there are people out there with, you know, icons at right wing, or players that are just better than Daniel James in general, right? But this card is very, very good, and I would imagine for 90% of the people who are playing Ultimate Team, this card would be an improvement over what they have already. I am definitely a person in that boat, so maybe I'm a little bit biased toward him, because he doesn't fit my team necessarily, but I am in need of a right wing. That is the position I need to improve. Bad things about the card, natural composure's a little low, natural reaction's a little low, but honestly, aside from that, I'm really not that bothered. The long shots are only 73. With a sniper, they remain that, so of course you will need to change that if you want to boost it up. I don't know, like a finisher's kind of pointless, to be honest. The Deadeye only bumps it by 5. What else can we do? Marksman. Marksman isn't too bad, actually, because you do get that reaction boost. You get a little strength boost, but he's only 5'7", so it's not really going to help him too much anyway. But the long shots go to 83, and you get the finishing and the positioning. So there are a lot of options. It depends on where you want to play him. You have a lot of options. I really like the card, and I 100% think it's worth the grind. Let me know what you think of him in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this player review, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for you, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.